I wish there were some good news to report about Marvel, but apparently their new upcoming movie, Fantastic Four, is probably going to be a flop, the third one in a row. Marvel just conducted some early test screenings for Fantastic Four, and the reviews are not looking good at all. Sometimes studios take literally completely random people from streets and show them a movie that is about to be released in a few months. They do that just to gauge an overall reaction and a general opinion of the movie, and if anything, remove a particular element if everybody in the screen test audience doesn't like it. And a few days ago, Marvel actually showed Fantastic Four to a screen test audience. These people usually sign an NDA so that they cannot disclose or spoil the movie. However, still, some people anonymously report their general reaction, and some people outright leak the entire plot of the movie, which is actually a big problem for Marvel. That's how most plot leaks appear on the internet from screen test audiences. We're not going to go into the plot leaks right now because some of them could be fake. However, what we do have is verified opinions and reviews of the movie, and they're not looking good at all. According to a Hollywood reporter, Jeff Snyder, the biggest cause of concern among some screen audiences were the lack of character development and questionable CGI. He said, "My source called it both mid and meh, and not that bad, but not that good either." Jeff also said that, more concerningly, they said it featured weak character development and bad CGI. Just the fact that Marvel is doing a test screening for Fantastic Four is concerning, because they usually do that only for movies that they're really worried about. The only test screenings Marvel did was for Eternals, The Marvels, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Captain America Brave New World. And these are the worst performing movies in the MCU. They're also the least grossing movies in the MCU, meaning that they generated the least amount of revenue. During a test screening, somebody also straight up recorded the final act of Ant-Man Quantumania and posted it on YouTube like 2 weeks before the movie came out, which was just ridiculous. And I actually remember seeing it in my feed, and it got about 8 million views before it got taken down, and I don't even know what happened to that person. I'm sure he faced some serious consequences, but it just shows that Marvel takes a bit of a risk by doing these test screenings, but they do that just to gauge if the movie is going to be received well or not. And probably if a general opinion of test screening audiences is pretty bad, Marvel will not spend that much money on marketing. I think they're adjusting their marketing budget based on these test screenings, especially if they're not confident the movie will perform well. But I still remember this ridiculous thing of somebody recording the final act of Quantumania and posting it on YouTube. I don't even understand how it happened, because these theaters, especially if you're doing test screening, you need to make sure nothing gets leaked. So I don't even understand how they missed that guy straight up recording the movie for 10 minutes. It's just insane to me. But when it comes to Fantastic Four, the test screening reactions are mixed. Some of them are actually good. They say that they really got the character of Galactus right. You can really feel the scale and the magnitude of that character. Some reports said that Galactus was their favorite part of the movie. However, many other reports are saying the same thing, that the CGI is questionable and that the character development is pretty weak. So these two criticisms are really concerning, because they can really ruin the movie, especially if the overall CGI is bad. It's hard to say at this point if the CGI will be fixed in the post-production before the movie actually comes out. However, some Marvel movies really lack in terms of CGI. Even Captain America Brave New World had some scenes with some pretty terrible CGI that just take you out of the movie experience, because they remind you that you're watching a movie. And a pretty terrible CGI scene.